Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Banishers New Eden, and this is a game that came out in February 2024, and well, it's pretty much you're a Banisher, you deal with dead people, ghosts and everything else, so kind of like, not exactly Witcher, but along the lines. So this game is made in Unreal Engine, or with Unreal Engine, so the performance requirements are relatively high, to be fair. The minimum GPU is a GTX 1050 Ti, and devs say you will get 30 frames in Full HD with a low preset. For recommended GPU they want an RTX 2060 or Radeon 67 XT, and then you might be getting 60 frames in Full HD with a very high preset, and SSD is recommended. Now, as you know, we are gonna attack this game with the 4070 Ti and i5-96k in 4K, so obviously not the smartest choice, reading the developer commentary there. So let's have a look-sees. We're going with the full screen native 4K, no limited frame rate, no vertical sync, and no downscaler. So this game does support FSR and DLSS obviously, but we're not gonna use it for now. Resolution scaling is at 100%, which honestly I believe this should be your first location where you might want to go in and kinda, you know, adjust some things. And graphics quality is set on very high. This game also supports DLSS frame generation if you have the RTX 4000 card, but obviously that is turned off as well because we're not going to use it. Also, let's just double check. It is off. Perfect. Well, perfect is a strong word. Anyhow, we are modifications. Let's apply. So there's no modifications. Yeah, let's start a new game and see what happens. Slightly different MSI layout because I'm separating the GPU load and GPU temperature. It was kind of unusable prior. And yeah, let's just jump in and see what happens. I expect 50 frames at best, but we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, let's start a new game. I'm gonna go with the story because these games I only play in a story mode. And let's have a look-sees.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
Dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Atea, we need to go. I need to pee.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all, to haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse, and twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Right, and here we are in the actual game. So what we have, GPU load is as expected of Unreal Engine. Not exactly pegged out. GPU VRAM, we're pulling 6.9 gigs currently and 11 gigs of RAM, and we're above 60 frames. Probably because it's an open space. Now a little backstory on this voice actor of Red. He's a Scottish actor, or actually from Scotland, and he's been casting in multiple TV shows. He was a voice of Capital Radio as well, and apparently he is from Inverness, which is up in north, which is essentially Scottish Highlands, depends how you look at it, but you know, it doesn't really get higher than that. And honestly, his accent is just one of the things I thought, like, this is the character that's actually being played by an actual person from actual location, so that's really good for immersion when it comes to this game. So let's go in and see how low we can drop the frames here, because I do not expect this game running 4K native, very high, no DLSS, within stable 60. Like, if that's the case, I mean, I would be very impressed. And you know, I'm not easy to impress when it comes to Unreal Engine games. So yeah, let's have a look-see here. Graphically, the game looks okay. Nothing really to write home about, but the atmosphere is there. It's more about the lore and immersion and the dialogue options, which might be, you know, not too many of them, but still. And here we are. We can start looting stuff.
We can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
I can just imagine how well this game would run with frame generation and DLSS. I mean, probably it would be...
Looks steady enough.
You would get about 100 frames, but for native resolution, as you know, hey, we'll see. Also, once we get any light sources or stuff...
Watch out!
That's gonna be something different.
Ugh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Over-eager apprentices.
Over-eager apprentices. I knew I had to go there. I'm not gonna say how I know it, but honestly, yes, I knew it's the case. I mean, so far, surprisingly, the game's running well. Oh, hello.
Petty fiend.
Now, honestly, on story difficulty, I don't expect combat to be
Everything all
too
right down
hard,
there?
but
Just
still.
a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
I mean, usually I would expect for frames to drop the moment you move very quickly around, but surprisingly enough, that's not the case in this particular scenario. Which I do apologize for flinging my camera left, right and center, but I'm trying to get the frame drop because it's been a while since I've seen a game that actually is made in Unreal Engine and it is like this.
Behind you!
As easy as falling off a box.
Okay.
Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
We are surprisingly separated. Attacking with your weapons fills the banish gouge. Banish your target.
Well, you tried. These people left New Eden town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
Now here we had a drop down to 55.
Petty fiend. That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Well, granted the game will take you to a different locations as well, so honestly I think the mileage of performance might vary slightly. But then again, you know,
Isn't that what selectmen
as
do?
per usual, who's playing these games
When
in
we get to
4K?
town,
Ah, here we
may
go,
need to
finally.
split up to cover
The
more
moment
ground.
reflections come in,
You may count on the most
we're dropping
responsible
frames slightly
student
below
that Banishers
60.
could have.
We'll see if
and
you
the game
remember
doesn't
some of
exactly
the teaching.
seem to
If
care
you're up
about
for
that too much, so
Always.
great news for everyone. Also GPU load dropped down to 70. Ah, Unreal Engine, please never change. Yeah, in my case I probably will be playing this with the DLSS on quality and frame gen on. End of the day, free performance, and if,
Not
as you know,
the
I'm not
busiest
exactly
stables I've
the
ever
guy to be
seen.
fussed about
No
DLSS
Oscar
artifacting
and
or
no
anything else,
horses.
but
This town is less and less.
then again, if I turned off the MSI, I don't think I would feel too much hiccups or lags. There was a little tiny stutter when the level was loading in or something, but I mean, if I didn't read about this game prior, I wouldn't even know that
Let's
this
find
is
the
an
game.
Unreal Engine game.
Let's find
Maybe from
Charles.
how it looks, but not from how it runs. Because every single Unreal Engine game,
It'll be
with
good to
very
see
few
Charles
exceptions, they
invested
run
again.
exactly the same way.
But you like
So it
showing
is
the
how it
sense
is.
to manage.
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles.
Good day, sir.
You'll be Haskell's Banishers, I take it.
Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Pew Bachelor. The governor had me prepare the schoolhouse for your comfort. It has fallen out of use. Will that be all?
Where are the children?
Several died of fever. We could see disaster coming. We thought we'd have to bury them all. We sent the children to safety. We sent them away.
That can't have been easy. It can't be easy now.
No. No, it is not.
We're expected at the tavern. Where might we find it?
The King's Arm. You can't miss it, for the lamps are lit. The school is now a bunkhouse, and the meeting house cold and dark. But the tavern shines yet.
Well then, let us be thankful for small mercies. Farewell, Mr. Bachelor, and you may wish us luck.
Good luck, then, to the both of you.
Right, so the tavern is lit, inn is over there, docks is there, cemetery is somewhere there as well. I was kind of thinking he's going there. But yeah, so even in the town, GPU usage 75%, or should I say GPU load. Pulling 12 gigs of RAM, and we're a little bit off the mark of 60 frames, which honestly, as I said, is rather expected, at least in my case.
There's the inn.
But overall, yeah, the game plays fine, you know. Little adjustments here, there, and you're absolutely set, so... Anyhow, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Over and out.